Hey,
Pow!
who made Star Wars?
Oh, that was the Emperor Palpatine, wasn't it?
Who made the Star Wars?
Oh, that was George Palpatine.
And who's the main character in Star Wars?
Oh, it's shit, he returned somehow. He was he likes the one that says shum. This says wid pulp. He likes the one that says shum pulp.
What's the
Like from
monkey guy?
Sopranos.
What was his last name? His last name was Frick.
Oh, Babu Frick.
Babu Frick.
that
Who's the main
little
character in
fucking that
Star
little.
Wars?
Oh, Babu Frick.
He
He goes,
wants to frick his sister.
he wants to frick his Babu. He goes, Babu, my name is Babu Frick. That's what he
Oh
talks
yeah,
like.
because
It's fucking
C-3PO gets
awesome.
blind. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about it.
gets his
We're gonna talk
memory.
about that and more on this episode of
My
Sync
name is
Pro.
Babu
Thank
Frick.
you guys so much for watching. Go ahead
Make sure to check out the Patreon link in description. Maybe
yeah, it will
Patreon
be.
or
And
bio
smash
somewhere. It'll
that
be
like
somewhere.
button.
Smash that like. Drop a comment, even if it's nothing. Even if you just hit your fucking phone with your face.
Here's
And
what I
just
want you
type
to do. Here's
type
what I
a
want
few
you to do.
letters with your.
We
See
do
if your
this.
tongue. Do a test for me real quick because I don't want to reach my phone and test it myself. See if your tongue, and maybe I will test it and I'll have different results because all tongues are different. See if you can type something with your tongue, or just like see if like your
Mm.
iPhone, your Samsung, your fucking Galaxy, your Google Pixel, whatever the fuck smartphone you got. Obviously, if you got a flip phone, you're not watching this. How you watching this? I mean, maybe you have a flip
No,
phone.
flip
You're
phones
watching this
had
on your
internet
computer.
browsers back in the day,
Yeah, and maybe you're watching this on a computer and you
or
got your
a
flip
smart
phone.
TV.
And obviously, if you got your flip phone, it's kind of maybe an advantage or a
I
disadvantage.
think
I
it's
don't
an
know.
advantage, probably.
Maybe if you got mad tongue strength, like a real one does.
Here's what you're gonna do right now, right this very second. You've made it 2 minutes into this. Here's what I want you to do.
Yeah, it's
I
not
want you
far.
to it's not far. I want you to first of all leave a comment with your tongue.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you can, or comment. I couldn't leave it. My tongue wasn't.
right. My
I
tongue
didn't
wasn't
work
strong
on
enough.
the phone.
I know what I have to
It didn't
do, but I
work.
don't know if my tongue is strong enough to
I
do
don't know if I have the tongue to do it.
it. I want you to
Christ.
hit the like button with your finger, and then I want you to hit the share button, and I want you to text this to
Also,
an estranged sibling.
comment down below if you've ever played the video game Postal. I'm wearing the alien head t-shirt that the Postal dude from Postal wears. It's a good video game. It's by indie game developers running with scissors. They
They love
chill.
you.
They love me. They said they love me. I have that hanging on my wall. You can't see it because my curtain's in the way, but it's on my wall.
Mm.
Um,
But yeah, no, I want you to send this
send
to an
this to
estranged sibling.
send this to like a cousin that like you were really
Mm.
close to as a kid, like borderline like brothers, like especially if you were like an only child and he was an only child and you guys were like you grew up in the same like small town together. You guys were like basically like, you were like brothers and best friends, but then you kind of grew apart. Maybe he went to college and you started working, or the other way around. His family moved away. Whatever, you just kind of fell out of contact. Send this to him, and tell him you love him while you at it. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you miss the times you used to have. Fucking just running around getting into shit. Fucking throwing bottles at cars. Just fucking breaking windows and
Uh,
trailers, just having a good
send
time, getting
this
drunk.
Send this to whoever you went to see this movie with when it came out in the movie theater. Maybe that's a family member, like maybe you went with your
Right?
family kind of thing.
Maybe that's an
Maybe it was
ex.
a
Maybe it's an
date,
ex girlfriend.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's your
Maybe it
spouse. Like
was.
maybe you went on a date on
Yeah.
this movie and now you're married. Send
You're
it to
married to
them.
that person.
Send
Yeah.
it to the ex who you went on a date with. Maybe it's just a friend group who you've kind of lost contact with because everybody's kind of grown
Send
apart, right?
to
It's
if you
been
have
years, right? You
if
maybe
you've
went
got
off to
if you've
college.
got
Daniel, let
a
me finish. You maybe
all
went off to
right.
college. You went off to college and you did your thing, and they stayed back home in the small town that you're from. Or maybe
Sure.
like one of your friends who was in that friend group is addicted to hard drugs now. Like maybe they were in a car
Right,
accident and they
right.
got
It
really hurt,
happens.
and now
Sure, you
they're
hooked
addicted
on
to
the
opiates,
perks,
right?
and now they're fucking with the hard tar. Yeah,
Make a group
fucking off
chat
the
with all of
sherm and
those
shit.
people, all of those friends, both
Hmm.
the drug
Hmm.
addicts and the architects, because people
And the
change over
knots. Yeah,
time. And
right,
send
right.
this video to all of them.
Yeah. I had one I was gonna say, but I forgot it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I
It's
just,
all right.
you know,
No,
I
it's
wanted to.
okay.
I
I
wanted to
get it.
get
You
the
get in the zone. You want to get it out. Yeah.
right, right, right.
Um.
Send it to a slug.
Yeah. Send it to your neighbor, maybe.
Mm. Mm. I
Like
want you to
if
go
you're.
outside right now, and I want you to look for the first bug you see, and I want you to put him in a
Mhm.
cup and put a lid on the
Yeah.
cup with some holes so he doesn't die. And
You
I want
don't
you to
kill
sit
him,
your
of course.
phone in front of the cup and make him watch this whole episode.
And you should do. You should. Everyone should do the same thing. If you have a cat or a small dog, do the
Mm.
same thing, but with a large Tupperware
Like a
barrel
big
or
tote.
cardboard box.
You could put a big dog in a tote.
A big, yeah. Oh, for sure. I
Or
remember.
actually, if you got a big dog, just put it on your TV and he'll
Yeah,
be in
or
the
yeah.
room.
Honestly, any animal. Throw. Ooh, what you should do. Um, if you can have your TV as a second monitor to your computer and have two different tabs dual like split screen on the TV, one playing like just like generic like wildlife whatever, one of those like look up like videos for cats or dogs or
Mm.
whatever on YouTube, and have that playing, and then also our video on YouTube, have that
Or
playing,
like when you leave
and
your
then
house and your dog
loop
is
both
home,
of
loop
those when you just go
this.
to work. Yeah,
Loop
just leave this on the
this. We need the
TV.
watch time.
Yeah, and also, we'll talk to your dog. Who's a good boy?
Who's such a
Who's a
good
good
boy?
girl? Who's a
You're
good
such a
puppy?
good
Who's a good
puppy.
puppy?
Oh my word. Do you want to go for a
Yeah.
walk? Do you want to go for a
Oh.
walk, good
Well,
boy?
no, no, you can't say that. They're gonna get excited because then they won't get to go on a you know what.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on,
On a little
you
slow
can't you can't
run,
say
you
you
know?
can't say that. Yeah, can't
Oh.
talk about slow
Do you want
runs
to
in front
eat?
of
Are
a
you
dog.
hungry? Do you want dinner?
Are you hungry? Do you want some food?
Uh-huh. Do you
Who
need to go
wants some food
outside?
and a
Do you need to
walk?
go outside and
Who
go
wants some food
potty?
and a walk outside, and a walk and food and a walk and outside? Yeah, so play this for your animals. Leave this playing in
Yeah.
your house.
That's the theme of this episode. So we
Have we
watched
said
The
what we're
Rise of
what are we watching?
Skywalker.
Yeah, that's Star Wars Episode 9.
Episode
This movie
9.
9, 7, 8. This movie, from what I
That's
heard,
true. That's true. And 8-8.
8 just 8. Simple as.
um this is, and we'll talk
Oh
about this at
shit!
the
This
end.
movie, we both watched this
Oh,
movie, zero expectations.
well, I
This movie, we
expected,
both we
I
saw it.
had
Well,
expectations
expectate
and they were
zero.
low.
Yes, non high expectations, I should say. Expectations of bad. We both
Grandeur.
watched this, the whatever the opposite of grandeur is.
I think this movie.
This film, yeah. So we both watched this in theaters when it came out.
And hated it.
Christmas of 2019. Did not like it. I don't think I hated it. I think
I hated it.
I
But
was
I was
just
still on the high of
uninterested, and
Last Jedi.
that's what it was.
I
It
was
was a
the only
mixture
person in the
of,
world who liked Last Jedi when this movie came. Me and Joshua Clemens were the only two people on
yeah.
planet Earth who liked
I
Last
liked I
Jedi.
liked this Jedi. I never liked it as much as you nerds, because you're just Ryan. Look, I like some of the Ryan Johnson films. What the fuck does he know about green milk?
What does
You
he
know,
know about Star
what the
Wars?
fuck does he know about the Star Wars?
After watching it
Uh,
last week and after seeing this movie, does it make you appreciate Last Jedi more?
oh no, 100%. And I mean, I've always been a Last Jedi enjoyer and defender. Um, but you guys just.
Right, whole nother
Yeah, I
level
mean, it's
of
still it's
autism.
still just it's still just Star Wars at the end of
Right.
the day. Like, same with Empire. Like, as much as I
He
love
kissed his
Empire,
sister.
he kissed his sister. Like, at the end of the day, it's just
Right,
Star Wars. Like,
right.
it's I mean, I love Star Wars. Even New Hope, I love New Hope. Even I rewatched Return of the Jedi. It's those films are good, but it's just, I mean, it's just Star Wars. It's
Star
just fucking,
Wars. It's just Seventh
it's
Samurai.
It's Dune, and fucking Hidden Fortress, whatever the fucking Akira Kurosawa movie is, and a
Yeah.
little bit of Flash Gordon, maybe.
Right.
And
Right.
that's all it, like, that's all it, it's fine. It's
He
fine.
kissed his
That's all it
sister.
doesn't have to be. He kissed his sister.
He could
He kissed his sister.
He could do this. Anyway.
And that's fine. That's all it has to be, and it's
But
okay.
no, so I'm riding off the high of or the low of Last Jedi being a movie that I love and everybody else hates. And
Highs and
then
lows. It's like a
the
roller coaster.
they went, who was it? Josh Trank was supposed to make this movie. They laid out the trilogy, and it was J.J. Abrams,
That's who it.
Ryan
Yeah, the
Johnson, Josh Trank.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Well, Fan Stick comes out and it's horrible.
I knew I was thinking Fan Stick and Chronicle for some reason.
Right. That was the reason. And so
Yeah.
Disney fired him. They're just like, yeah, we're not doing this. Fired. You're done. And then they gave it to Rian Johnson.
Right.
They gave this movie to Rian Johnson because Last Jedi had test screened really well.
Right. And then the movie came out,
and Star Wars nerds ruined
are the worst. I hate Star Wars nerds. If you're watching this movie and you
like Star Wars
a nerd, if you like Star Wars,
I don't like you. Nobody's watching this video.
No one's watching this. No one's watching this in general. All our subscribers are robots. All our fucking viewers are fucking paid actors.
Prove that you're not by commenting with your tongue.
Comment down below with your tongue or any other
body part,
strange appendage on your body. Maybe your nose or an earlobe, perhaps an eyelash, if you can. If you're one of those people that can turn your eyelids inside out, one of those freaks that that was running around the playground flipping their eyelids inside out. I know, like fucking at least. Look, our videos are doing numbers now, all right? At least one of these fucking people are
for sure
are a freak.
One out of every 1,000 has to be able to do that.
Surely, I'd say more like a couple hundred, like one out of every 2.
Oh, for sure. I knew 2 or 3 people in my elementary school.
Yeah, no, I knew a lot.
Now, whether or not they're still practicing that as adults,
right. But if at any point you could try it again,
that you can do that.
I mean, I think it's something everyone can do. It's just if you're willing to do it.
I've always tried though, and I've never been able to.
I mean, I tried, but I feel like it's like a mental thing. Like it's like they say like it's as easy to bite through your finger as it is like eating a carrot.
Which is there's no way that's true because bone is like stronger than concrete. You ever try to bite through concrete?
I think it's like it's like if you bite the joint, like it's like
right. You ever try to bite through concrete?
Like it just kind of cracks though, but it's like I've eaten concrete. That's concrete, baby. Cement. That's concrete, baby.
But anyway,
if we had an editor, pop that meme up on the screen.
If we had an editor, the usable part of our videos would be like 5 minutes long.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna pull up this meme.
I'm gonna keep talking while you do it. But anyway, so this movie comes out. And I remember just absolutely despising it. I liked it more now the second time that I've seen it, but I still hate it. And we're going to really kind of jump into the why. That's concrete, baby.
Cement. That's concrete, baby. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe if it's concrete,
if you're watching on YouTube. Comment down below. Cement. That's concrete,
we don't talk
baby.
About the people listening on the podcast platforms. If you're listening on one of our podcast platforms, go ahead and leave a review on the podcast.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of people are listening. Use your tongue or nose or earlobe or whatever you want to use. Just do it. No, our most loyal fan, my father, is listening on fucking Spotify or Apple Podcasts, one of those things probably.
And then
if Pandora has a podcast for that one,
Daddy Savage. Anyway, we're going to talk about at the tail end of this, so stick around for the very end. We're going to talk about whether or not this is the worst Star Wars movie of all of them.
Which it's a spoiler alert. It's not. sorry to tell you.
I was Daniel. I was
it's
setting
not.
Up a tease.
Like I'm sorry,
but a tease.
Okay, yeah, sure. Is this the worst Star Wars movie ever?
I don't know.
By the way, check out the first my first appearance on the Semi-Pro Film Show before I killed Josh and started wearing his skin and replaced him on the podcast where we reviewed the prequel trilogy of Star Wars.
We did. You weren't on Phantom Menace.
I didn't watch Phantom Menace. I didn't actually watch Attack of the Clones, but I was there. I think I lost a bet with Josh or something, so I just showed up, and then I never left. Now I'm stuck.
And he left.
You bought me a microphone, and now I'm stuck. I can't leave. But Josh got out.
Because I didn't buy his microphone. He bought his own.
Right. And also because I killed him and started wearing his skin like Buffalo Bill.
His skin, but only on your back, not on your face. All right, so the plot. Yeah. We got to get into the plot.
Oh, shit.
We're 15 minutes into
So,
this and we haven't
what? That's
started the
fine.
plot.
This is such a stupid, easy plot. Okay, it opens. It's so stupid and generic. It's like a Marvel movie,
It
sci on
very
like
much feels
TV.
like a
It's very like
Marvel movie,
still. Don't
sci-fi
get me wrong.
original, also one of the
It
Star
still
Wars Disney Plus
looks
shows.
kind of good. Like it doesn't look bad. It's
It doesn't
just
look
the.
great.
I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look like it's still,
It's
you
got
know.
2000. It's got 2020's Marvel gloss.
It's got a glow. It's got a
It's got a
shine, but it's
glaze.
still. It. I mean,
Look
look at the
at the
glaze. Look at the
glaze.
glaze. But it's fine. It's fine. All that aside, it's
It's
fine.
okay.
It's just there's a feel to it. Like it's not the way it looks. It's the way it feels. It's
Hmm.
like clustered and crowded and just like it's a fun.
I said
It's a Marvel movie.
I
It's
said much
MCU.
later
Like
on, like
yeah,
very
we
almost
realized
towards the
later on,
end, it might
but
be
no, I
the
mean I remember
volume from The
thinking that.
Mandalorian.
Right, yeah. But
Like
no, I
it.
thought you were gonna say about it feeling like an MCU movie. Because I mean, I remember
No,
thinking that. Like, I feel like watching it the first
early on.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like even watching it the first time in theaters, like I remember thinking it feels like a MCU schlock
Right.
fest.
Right.
Because that
But
was either
later
right
on,
before or right after Endgame, which was, I mean,
later
that was the peak of it, you know.
That's true. I mean, this was a year after Endgame. Later on, we kind of
Right.
hit the realization kind of hit that it very much feels like the Disney Plus Star Wars
Yeah.
shows because it feels like it was shot on the Mandalorian
Right.
volume set,
It
and I
looks
don't
like
think
that
it
weird
was.
volume VR thing, whatever the fuck it is. Maybe it
Which
was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just a similar effects team or feeling,
maybe,
whatever the fuck it is.
but with the Mandalorian, you can kind of feel this sense of like they really don't walk more than 15 steps in a single scene because
Right.
they can't, right? And it looks
But
great
I
outside of
kind of
that.
like I mean I kind of there's a part of me that kind of likes that on Mandalorian because it just like it feels like a old like western or something where it's like you know like it's like it almost feels like they're on a set because of
Mm.
that, even though it's like I know they're not. I can tell, I can see that this is
But for the
fucking
most part,
CGI VR,
visually, you
whatever.
can't tell in Mandalorian, I don't think.
I mean, you can't, but you can. You there, like you can't
Once you
tell,
know,
but
because I watched the
you
whole first season
can
of Mandalorian and
know.
didn't know. And then I saw
Right?
the second season came out and I was like, oh, yeah. So they never move more than like 10 feet in any direction.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how
But
this
this
movie
isn't about
feels.
Mandalorian. This is yeah.
Man,
This is
what I would
about
give
this
for it
movie.
to be.
Right. Yeah. It is. There's force healing.
It's true.
Mandalorian did that
Stole that
first
from
or
this
maybe
movie.
after. Who knows? I don't know.
We looked it up and
Um,
can't remember.
I couldn't figure it out really.
Hmm.
I got confused by the dates. I couldn't remember the order of months. I was thinking about there's the 30 days has September, June and November
June,
and
July, I drops no, June, July drop
June, July
something.
I
I
dropped something. I doubled.
double dare you.
I global glare you. So
Mr.
okay,
Gloves.
go Kylo Ren, love in the
Kylo
time of Kylo
Glover.
Ren. He Glublo shit. He's flying to
The best character
some
in any of these
the
sequels.
yeah, the coolest, most consistent character in these movies is going some I don't remember where he's going initially. Uh what happened? Where'd you go? He's fucking doing something. Going to some planet to get the MacGuffin pyramid thing. I don't remember where he goes to get that, but with that he flies into like a sun, and then
He
then
finds it.
it
We don't
goes
know
to
where
this.
he finds it
I don't remember where he
from,
finds it.
but
Maybe it
he's
said.
like
Maybe I just who
he's
cares.
attacking those like little cool Star Wars characters in a sick fight.
Right,
He
right.
gets
It
it,
does.
and
It
then he
opens on
goes
a
through the
little
sun
stupid
to get
fight.
to
Then he goes to the
Sith
Sith planet,
planet.
which is through the sun or
It's called
whatever.
like El Gato or something.
El Guga Guga Glup. It's Glup fucking shit. Oh, fuck off.
I mean, yes, but yeah, but that's just everything
Yeah.
in Star Wars,
It's that's what I mean. That's where the term. That's where it comes when
right?
it comes. Um. So yeah, he gets that. We find out instantly within the first fucking 5-10 minutes. Palpatine's alive. He's
They don't
he's there.
even they don't even set it up. Like
They don't build to it. They don't set it up. They don't.
there's no fanfare to it, which I guess I kind of
I mean,
appreciate.
I get it. Like it's cool. It's almost like a
It's not cool.
eight. It's not cool, but it's like it's like a reversal of expectations. It's an interesting idea. If that was the point, if J.J. Abrams is was
It's
thinking
not.
that much, or if he just sucks, he
J.J.
just
Abrams
doesn't know
just
how to do
doesn't know how to
anything.
end a story.
Right. So yeah, that
Yeah, Palpatine
yeah,
says something about how he
he's
created
there.
Snoke,
He says he made Snoke,
and then
and
he says every voice you've ever
talks
heard
to
was me,
sure something about all the Sith are
and
in this planet, and he's all of them.
he doesn't say that until
We'll
later.
get to that, but
Poe says that. I'll give my
he's all.
theory later. But then we
Oh, you
cut
got a
back to
theory, do you?
because Poe and Finn are now on this mission from a spy, like some sort of first order spy.
Right.
There's this
First,
little green
yes.
head, the
First order
green,
spy
yeah.
within the yeah.
There's a dude
The
with like
little
chin horns.
yeah, he's got horns and also chin horns.
It's
He
pretty
was
sick.
cool
It's a nice little
looking.
design, practical, I
He
think.
yeah, he whatever.
Probably
Says
not.
that
There's no
you
way it's
gotta
practical.
who cares? He says I have something from the spy within the first order. You have to go gluck this shito.
Go give it to Leia.
Go give it to Leia. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Because Carrie Fisher
We're
was
gonna
dead, and we're about to talk
She's
about
dead.
that.
She died
She died
within before the
before the
release
release of
of
Last Jedi.
yeah.
But in their grand plan for these movies, because they had one, their plan was to kill
Mhm.
off one of the three of them in each of the movies. And
Each
so
movie,
they
yeah.
killed off Han Solo in the
They
first
followed
one
through with
because they
that.
knew they wouldn't get
Yeah,
Harrison Ford back. They
of course.
killed off.
But didn't they? Did they? Will they? Who knows?
Who
We'll
knows?
see.
They're
I
all going to
don't
be in
know.
this movie. Anyway,
Are they gonna come back?
um,
Well,
they killed off Harrison Ford in the first movie, or Han
Harrison. Yeah,
Solo.
Han
They
Solo
killed
died of ball fart.
Luke
Luke Skywalker
Skywalker. Died of
forced
force.
death to
He
himself.
killed
He
himself. He
forced
died of
death to himself.
autoerotic asphyxiation.
He died the way all the fucking Force people have died. They just fucking force themselves
Autoerotic
out, and then
asphyxiation.
yeah, Robin Williams style. Rest in peace.
And Robin Williams' son from that movie.
Maybe I don't know. I'm no expert, but so
But
yeah.
anyway,
So the plan is to
so
kill Princess Leia, but she's of course have to
of
have her
course
still
she's
alive.
dead.
But
So what they
the
did
actress
was
is
J.J.
dead.
Abrams
Carrie Fisher died of cocaine.
went
Rest in
back to
peace.
the last two movies,
They
CGI'd over
archive
Leia's clothes,
footage, CGI'd it.
and it
They
looks
fucking
great.
they Sopranos Tony's mom did. It looked good. It was just all the lines, everything she said was just it was I mean it was so blatant.
So vague and generic.
Like it was just yeah, it was like fucking NPC dialogue and like a bad like RPG where like
And then they
it only
tried.
has like one answer to everything you say, you know.
Right. And then they
It's
wrote
all
the
just vague shit about
scenes.
the Force or anything that says the character's name that she's fucking talking to.
And then they wrote the scenes around those lines. So like for
Right.
instance, there's one where
But
she's talking to Ray.
barely, you know.
There's one where she's talking to Ray, and I think BB-8 is there, and BB-8's is going beep boop boop
Right.
beep boop 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 boop,
And there's like
and
one
Ray's
line
like,
that's like, I pressed a droid or something.
I can't complete my training. It's whatever. And then BB-8's like beep 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 beep, and she's like, no BB-8, like it's really challenging. And then Leia
Oh,
says,
never doubt the droid. Never
never
doubt
doubt
what
a
a droid now.
droid, and it's like, okay.
It's like okay, she said that in a context that probably made sense, but now
She
it's
probably
just
said it.
forced,
It was probably a
and that's what all of
cutscene
them
from The
are.
Force
That's what all
Awakens when
right.
R2D2 wakes up or something. And like my
Hmm.
brain is piecing these things together and it doesn't work. It's hilarious.
It's just very blatant, and it shouldn't be funny because it's meant to be this like this wholesome send off to
It's Carrie
this like
Fisher's last
legendary.
movie.
It's her last movie. I mean, she's dead. She rest in
Technically,
peace. And then they are
it wasn't her movie. She was
no,
dead
it
by
wasn't
the time
her.
they started filming.
Right. I don't know how that works, but they also there was also the CGI young her in both this and Rogue One, which
Rogue
was
One
just
came out
bad before this, I think.
before she died. Rogue One came out following
Yes.
Force
No,
Awakens.
maybe it came out. It came out maybe after.
No,
No,
because
was
it
it
was
before?
it
Because
was Force
it was
Awakens,
in
Rogue
between Force
One,
Awakens
Last
and yeah,
Jedi,
yeah.
Solo, this.
So that was just DH. It still looked bad in that. It looked
Yeah, for
worse in
sure.
this though.
It was a stand-in. I mean, it was a full CGI face. It wasn't de-aging like they've done.
Was it not? There was no her face for reference.
No, there was no her face for
Hmm.
reference.
Really? I
I
figured they would
mean,
have at
there may
least
have
like
been some her face for reference,
like
but
I,
it
it
was
wasn't her. It wasn't her
yeah,
standing like that. Like I know they did that with Luke on Mandalorian. Like it was actually Mark Hamill
right. And
for
then they
some
did
of
that for
it.
Dial of Destiny, which is the best one they've
Right,
done.
right. Other than the voice.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
voice.
I'm 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 Indiana
Oh,
Jones. I'm young. I'm
I've
young
been
Indiana
smoking
Jones.
cigarettes since I actually look like this.
Uh, you Nazis. Take that, Nazi.
And it's his body too, so his movements are just like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah, it's an old man
we should watch
punching.
Dial of Destiny. No, dear,
We
please,
should
no.
do an Indiana Jones
We
sweep.
should not
That'd
Dial
be
of
kind of
Destiny.
fun. We could watch
No,
it. We
no, not
could.
yet.
We
Give it some
could.
time to settle. I hated
We
it.
could
Anyway,
watch it. It was
actually, I didn't hate it. It was
okay.
fine.
I liked it
So
more than or as much as Crystal Skull, maybe.
I like Crystal Skull a little more.
I feel like it could go either way depending on like my
Which one I
mood.
saw the
I don't
most
know.
recently.
Right. Where I feel like it's I don't know. It's just one of those things like,
Crystal Skull's got that it factor kind of thing. Crystal Skull, even though it is a big studio movie,
Crystal
Crystal Skull
Skull has
doesn't feel
Shia LaBeouf.
Disney. It doesn't feel
Crystal
like a
Skull has
Disney
Shia
film.
LaBeouf is the thing. It's got
Right.
Shia LaBeouf. He's a cannibal, I
They
think.
murdered him on
Right. He
between
died in
movies.
Vietnam. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, back to this movie. I don't really want to talk about the Leia stuff
Yeah,
too
but
much more because none of it matters. No scene with Leia in this movie
it doesn't
matters.
matter. And it's like I get what they were going for. They worked with what they had to try and give Carrie Fisher a nice, wholesome send off. And it didn't really work, but
Mm-mm, it didn't at all.
it was
They should have killed her off
fine. It
camera.
was maybe so. Maybe they should have just maybe done just some flashbacks to like motivate a character. Maybe they could have still done a little Force Ghost type thing where she just doesn't
For
say
sure. Do
much,
the
or
thing
it's
at the
like
end where Luke
the
and
thing at
Leia
the
are
end,
standing next to each
Force
other.
Ghost for sure. Maybe another one where she just like shows up and just like says one thing she said before, like just may the force is with you always, whatever force
For
will
sure.
guide you,
Take the scene from Last
whatever
Jedi where she
fucking
says,
generic
"May the force be with
shit.
you." Bam, it's
Right.
done kind of thing. So I don't really want to talk much more
But either way,
about
we'll move
that.
from that. We'll talk about
Rey
the
has been
plot of this
training, and
movie.
Rey has been training,
Ray
boy.
Ray's cracked. She's floating herself and a bunch of rocks. Maybe also BB-8 does this cool little fucking casual
Oh
flip
yes,
to
it's just like
land. It's sick as fuck. She's just like slowly fucking like it's like she's just like lazily rolling out of bed. Shit's
it's
tight. She's dope.
she's very easily and of course people don't like it
Oh,
because
she's a Mary Sue. She's a Mary Sue.
whatever.
She's too
If you
powerful. She's so
like,
good.
if you can't give a
She's
reason for
every
not
Star Wars
liking
character.
Rey other than
Whatever.
her
She's
being a Mary
cool.
Sue, you're sexist.
We're correct.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And
Like,
she's dope. She's chill. Um,
and also
so
probably the most powerful Jedi we've seen in any of these movies so far.
definitely the most powerful main character Jedi, probably.
For sure.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I meant, like the ones that we follow in the movies.
yeah. Of like and I feel like that's kind of been like they've progressively they have to get more powerful. Like obviously they
For
have to make Anakin more powerful than Luke, so now they have to make her more powerful than either of them because
right. Well, Jedi in
you
the
have to
prequels
have
were more powerful than Luke or Vader, and so
right.
on, right?
And yeah, whatever.
And
So she's
we'll find out
cracked.
why in a little
She's
bit.
right. So we something fucking happens. What happens?
So
Oh shit! I got my cat.
this is when the line happens because Poe Dameron they decrypt the message from the spy.
Right. They figure out the spy message. Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Somehow Palpatine has returned,
Whoa! Oh my god!
and it's the
Shut the
dumbest
fuck up.
line
So he's
with the worst
back.
delivery.
They go somewhere. They go to some fucking planet. Some
Somehow
festivals happening.
Palpatine's returned.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
So now what they
Whatever.
have to do is they have to find the
They
same little
find the
pyramid
MacGuffin
MacGuffin.
thing.
Well, Luke was looking for the
Yes.
pyramid MacGuffin. Ray finds that in his books.
Luke was, yeah, he was looking for the pyramid MacGuffin leads to the planet, which, yeah, Luke was searching for, looking for
And
the
they find out this
pyramid
planet,
shit.
right? The planet's not on any sort of maps. It's nowhere to be found because it's a
Right. It's
secret.
just some
And
old
Poe says
secret Sith
something about it. He
legend.
says like, "Oh, it's a Sith sanctuary or
It's like
something."
the Sith homeworld or something.
Right.
Some Sith
Thing.
fucking
Some stupid
something,
Sith
dude.
thing.
It's
Um
the Sith, that's like the Jedi, but they're evil, and this is like it's like in a video
oh,
game. Like there's like the places in the video game where you go and it's like red, and that means it's like a bad guy. Like it's one of their bases. This is one of those, but this is like the top one. Like it had like a crown. Like it's like the top bad guy. Like it's like the top bad guy location. Like it's like the top bad guy location. So they go to a planet. There's a festival happening there. Um,
Lando.
Lando shows that Lando saves them from fucking something. Who knows what?
And he says,
I
"I'm
don't
Billy D.
remember.
Williams. Would you like
He
a
says, "My
Colt
name Billy
45?
D. Williams. I drink Coke 45, and I do not remember where I am.
Because I'm the
They
oldest
just told
man
me
to
to
ever
say these
exist."
lines. I was born in the year zero. That's when I was born. Zero.
BC. Which I
It's
guess
all it's
zero.
always easy. It's always was I wouldn't zero BC and AD be the
Yeah, they're
same?
the same year.
Like
There's only
uh,
one zero. I was born in the year 2
I was
trillion
born in the
BC.
I was born in the year zero, so it's always easy to remember my birthday. I just look at
Billy
the
D.
biggest
Williams
number on the
he's
calendar.
older than
He's
2024
older.
years old.
Just let me have this, okay? Yeah,
Okay,
I
my
know he
bad.
was there with fucking Adam and Eve. Okay, I know he was the one that gave him the apple. Okay, I know everything about Billy D.
He's
Williams.
Satan?
I know I know the apple was actually Colt 45. Okay, you don't have to tell me this. All right, I know these things about Billy D. Williams. All
I
right,
was there
just
when
let me have.
Cain killed
I'm
Abel.
just. I was there when Jesus had his moment of doubt and pain.
Well, that would have been, if he was born in zero, that would have been historically
Right, he
possible.
could have been there. Yeah, I was going off your devil
Jesus,
thing.
that would
I
have made him
was
and Jesus the same age.
right. Yeah, but I was going for the devil thing. That's
Right,
from the
right.
from the Stone
Passion of the
song.
Christ.
I guess that too. Yeah, but what's the
Mel Gibson made that
sympathy for
movie.
the
He
devil?
hates
Mel
some
Gibson
people.
is like Kanye West. Mel Gibson and Kanye West dislike the same group of people. Comment
And
down below
like,
if you know what that group is.
comment down below if you also don't like that.
It was Dalton Barrett that just said that. It
Nah, what's his name?
was Dalton Barrett, who was a quarter
No.
Jewish, who
What's
just
his
said that.
name?
Who?
Who? The guy who said that?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Who said it?
Which thing?
I don't know.
Dana White, maybe? Thing I said or the thing you said? What are we?
Billy
What's
D.
happening
Williams.
right now?
Billy D. Williams
So
saves the
Billy
day.
D.
Lando
Williams shows up
Calrissian,
on Lando Calrissian.
the coolest character in all of Star Wars.
He's undercover as some bounty hunter looking dude again because he was in fucking
I don't really know
Return of the.
what he's doing here.
Who cares?
It doesn't
He
matter.
was undercover as some guard
I'm
in
just
Return
happy
of the
they
Jedi,
didn't
so
give
they
him
had
the
him in some
same
mask.
mask.
He's
Because they
yeah,
did that
he's
in
dope.
Solo. He like gets the mask. It's one of like the
Right, yeah, the glup shitto fucking
fan service
you get
line.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but yeah, the dice moment.
The dice moment from Solo. Dice, the thing nobody remembers. Nobody knew it was in the Millennium Falcon
Right.
until Solo. That's your big
Which
emotional moment.
yeah,
Not his
fucking
blaster, not his hat. Oh, that's
right.
Indiana Jones.
Whatever. Who
Not
cares?
his
Not his
vest.
jacket, not his whip,
The jacket he wore for the next 40 years, so he stinks. Even postpartum. No, it's birth. Even post mortem? Postpartum is
Post
death, isn't it?
postpartum, yeah.
Postpartum is birth.
Posthumous.
Postmortem is death. Posthumous. That's the one.
Posthumous. That's
Posture. Stand up straight.
pasta.
Eat it.
Pasta point of no return. Oh fuck!
Popsicle,
Pop
cold,
Stanzel. There's
cold,
a park
cold juice for your
nearby
mouth.
me. Pop Stanzel Park. Comment down below if you live in the greater Palm Harbor area and you've been to Pop Stanzel Park. Uh,
Anyway,
so
they
Lando Calrissian. He's there.
Little
He's
Calrissian.
cool.
Then the
He's
First
awesome.
Order finds
Six
them.
something. The stormtroopers can fly now. It's fucking dumb.
Oh, and
They
then they
go
say it.
to.
And then they say it. It's not just
They
enough
say
for
it,
them to
of course,
fly.
because it's
C-3PO goes,
they have to say
"Oh,
it.
they can fly now," and Finn goes, "They can
They
fly
can fly
now,"
now.
and then Poe
And
goes,
Poe goes,
"They
they
can
can fly
fly
now.
now."
It's
It's
fucking
so
dumb.
stupid. I
It's
hate it.
stupid. It's whatever. So then there's a cool little action chase scene that's actually very fun, and it's a cool. The
Super fun.
stormtroopers are riding on this weird like
They're on like
tank
tanks.
tread.
Yeah,
It's like a tank tread motorcycle. It's dope. It's tight.
call
It's
that a
awesome.
tankter cycle.
I won't, but you can.
I
But the
can. You
whatever it
won't
is,
though.
whatever the thing is, they're
It's a
riding it.
tankter cycle.
Okay, they're riding it, and they chase
Mo
them
tanker.
to all. They all get. It's the chase scene from fucking the Forest Moon of Fuckdor from
It is.
Return of the Jedi. They're
It's the
chasing them,
indoor
and
chase scene mixed
they get
with the
they
pod
get knocked.
race
They get right, yeah, because it's on a desert planet.
because it's
It's like the pod
sandy.
race, and they get not they knock all the stormtroopers off, but maybe one of them, and then they chase them to a fucking little gravel pit, and
The only one in it that you can see at all,
yeah, there's just like a gravel quicksand pit that they fall into, and
and it
then
sends them into a cave. It's really
it's really
weird. In the
super
moment, I was like,
strange.
"Oh, this is super cool," and then
Yeah,
now looking back,
it's not weird that it sent them to a cave. That would have been a fine little like whatever, like bait and switch, like oh they're gonna die. Oh no, they just felt. But it's the way that it showed it. Like it just showed them sinking in. Then it like settled. Like oh they sunk in, and then it just cut to
it cut to
a
Leia.
different scene. It was Leia. Yeah, it was a
It cut
Leia
to Leia, and
scene
she says one
of her
line, I
just with
think,
random rebels. She's yeah.
and she's
She
just like,
said one
"Never
line,
lose
and
the spark of hope." And then everybody,
everyone was just
no,
talking around
the guy
her.
comes up and he's like, the Millennium Falcon, it's got all this damage, whatever, whatever. And
The
she
guy
goes,
from
I
Lost,
need
yeah.
you, I need you to speak something more optimistic. And he's just like, we're gonna fix the ship. And then it cuts back to them in the cave.
Right. It's back. Yeah. There's no like, and it's
It's
like
dumb.
sure, I'm not an idiot. I can
But
fucking tell.
what's
Like,
really
I
dumb
can
is
figure
the,
it out. But
in
like, just
here in this cave, the one cave that they accidentally fell in is where they find the
mm,
dagger they need.
right. Well, I think maybe they were trying to get there. I don't know. I
Surely
don't know. I
not,
don't think they. I don't know if they ever said that. I don't. Maybe I'm just assuming that because it would make more sense.
because it
There
would
was like
actually make a lick of sense.
some sort of tracker thing they were trying to follow, and it led them to, I don't because they were getting chased. Who cares? Whatever. They find the fucking MacGuffin dagger that it's also a weird compass thing, but we'll get to that, I guess.
I was asleep for that portion of the movie.
For you now, but it's a dagger, and it's got some Sith writing. C-3PO reads it, but he won't give it
But
to
he
them
can't
because
repeat it.
it's against his protocol to translate Sith
And I like
evil
that.
Sith, and that's cool. That's a fun little thing. It's a nice,
And it gives
simple little stupid plot point. It's like it
it
gives
gives
them
this
a
movie a
little
great little Star
thing,
Wars romp. You know what I'm saying?
right? Yeah, and then it gives them a good little like ultimatum decision kind of thing later. It's like, oh,
Which we
whatever.
can go ahead and jump to that because they escape the planet. They think Chewbacca's dead, but he's not. Ray
Yeah,
fights
we
Kylo
meet
Ren, and then they
right,
get off the
right.
planet.
Ray. Oh, reveal of Ray's lightning powers. She uses her
Right?
lightning to
She
blow up a
never
ship
uses it
that
again.
she thought. Yeah, no, not once. Not
So
even
it
when she
doesn't
was
matter
fighting
that
other
it was
Lightning
revealed.
Man.
Yeah.
No, well, it was just. I think the point of that reveal was just, oh, she's a Palpatine. Palpatine's the only one who's ever had. But had we already gotten the Palpatine reveal
No,
at
we
that point
hadn't.
about her?
And they
Is
don't
that
really say
later?
it. They treat it as a reveal later on. So here it's just supposed to be like a
Yeah,
setup.
it's just a right.
It doesn't
It's a
matter. It
tease. I
doesn't
guess who
matter.
cares? It happens. It happens. She blows up the ship. She thinks Chewbacca's on it. Everyone thinks Chewbacca's dead.
She thinks she
Spoiler
murdered
alert:
Chewbacca.
he's not.
Nobody's
Yeah,
mad about
which
it
is.
for her, but I'd be pretty upset.
I mean, I get it. Like you can't blame someone for that. Like
You
it's
can't
like
blame
it's
somebody for literally
uncontrolled
shooting
power.
lightning at a ship
Right. Well,
with
it's
their
like
force
uncontrolled
powers.
power. It's like it's not really
Eh,
like it's their fault, but it's also like
I
it's
don't
not
know.
really. it's like, I don't know, it's like, Luke was learning the Force. He accidentally fucking throws
He,
Chewbacca out the fucking
Luke
window or
drops
something,
some rocks. Ray shoots a ship with lightning
Right.
and
I mean, Luke.
blows it up.
Luke pretty. Let's be real. Luke pretty easily could have accidentally crushed Yoda with some rocks. He wasn't that focused during his training. Let's be real.
Sure.
If Yoda was as fucked up and old and hobbly as he was in Return of the Jedi and Empire, Luke probably would have crushed him with some rocks. That's all I'm gonna say on it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I
He
know that's
was
not
that. He was just on Luke's back so
he
he
was
can
no
maneuver.
he was
They made
he
him
was
hobbly
more
like that
spry.
because the puppet could barely move.
Sure, but he was meant to be a little more like mentally there, and like he could still lift
Well,
the,
yeah,
the
he's
ship
in
out of the swamp.
one scene in Return of the Jedi, and he's
Right.
dead.
And he dies. Yeah, like I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Mm.
he would have gotten crushed. And I know that's not the same as blowing up a ship with lightning
Right.
powers,
But none of this is important because we got to move
but
on.
it doesn't matter because he's alive, and they
Right.
find Babu Frick. He talks like this. He goes, I'm a Star Wars alien. I'm a Star Wars alien. I talk like this. My
Who
name is Babu Frick.
reads
And he's
C-3PO's
awesome. He's
brain
just this
and
little
then
guy.
erases it.
He hacks his brain to get the hack brain of the Sith code. He has to erase his brain. Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter. They restore
It it
most
it
all
was
of
such
it.
a cool
Whatever.
thing, and I liked it. I liked there being
It was
consequences.
very fun. It was like, yeah, it was there are legitimate consequences.
Especially with this
But then there
movie
aren't.
as like the closing chapter of the
Right.
Skywalker saga. C-3PO was in the first movie being created, and he's in this one losing his memory. It's a perfect bookend, but they didn't have the
Yeah.
stones to
But
stick
they
stick to
can't do
it.
it. They can't do shit. They can't stick to anything in these fucking movies because they're cowards. Every last one of them.
And cows.
I don't know quite exactly about that one,
Oh,
but it wouldn't surprise me.
that's
I know they have to cow, but I don't know I have to
what a cow sounds like.
Okay, so Babu Frick does that. He loses his memory. Then
Right. Then C-3PO
something
says,
happens.
C-3PO, human to a
Yes.
war relation. What's your name? And Boba Fett
C-3PO,
goes,
nice to meet
my
you.
name is Baby
Hello,
Frick.
my name is Babu Frick.
Yeah,
He says
that's
it
great.
like that. It's fucking
But his voice
awesome.
is really high. He's
I
like,
love
my name
Babu
is the
Frick.
Baby Frick.
It's really high, but it's also like it's got that like that classic Star Wars like
It's high
garble and
but
like
raspy.
my
My name
like
is the
that.
Baby Frick.
My name is Babu Frick. I'm Babu Frick. I'm Babu Frick. Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. He's cool. He's just like this little fucking gremlin freak
Even though
fucking
he's
creature.
speaking to a translator droid, he decides to do it in English. It's great.
Right. Because it's funny. Well, because he said it to him in English,
Right,
Makes sense.
So Ray, they all go back and realize that
Ray.
Leia has put herself in a coma.
Yeah, she comaed herself because of her son. He something died of a broken heart. I don't
She's not
know.
dead yet. She's in a coma. And then
Didn't
Ray's
die.
like,
She's
I've got
just
to
in a
go find
coma. But
Palpatine. And the rest of them are like, well, we're coming with you.
then yeah, so they end up on.
No, what am I saying? Ray
First, they end
goes
up
to
on a water
goes
planet.
to oh, the water planet happens first.
They're on the water
They go back,
planet.
talk to Leia
That's
to
when
the
there's
water
the.
planet. Ray and
That's
Kylo
when there's
fight.
the. Yeah, well, first there's the reveal with the dagger that it's also a compass, and it shows this fucking broken down ship.
It's so dumb.
Ray and Kylo fight. It's really
It's
boring.
boring. It's just like the one from Revenge of
It's
the
such a
Sith.
cool concept, just like Revenge of the Sith. It's this cool concept. It's like, oh, this water planet, and they're on this like derelict
And it's
fucking
the
ship.
first time they've
Oh,
ever.
it's a fucking.
It's the first time in two
It's the
movies that
first
they've been
full.
around each other.
Yeah, but so they're fighting, and it sucks, but
It's
it's a very
it's
cool
long
concept,
is
and
the
it's
big
long
thing.
and it's boring, and it's a lot of fucking shitty
Nothing
jump
happens.
cuts,
Yeah.
and it's never showing anything actually happening. It's just whatever. It's no fucking them fighting all the Imperial guards in the throne room in Last Jedi. It's
Not
not
even
that. It's
close.
not even. It's not even them fighting in the woods
It's not
in
remotely close
Force
to the
Awakens.
coolness of
Not
either of those.
no,
It's not even as
not a
cool as
not
the opening fight of Kylo Ren destroying all of those natives.
right. Yeah, no, that one was sick. That
Yeah.
one was actually hard.
So
But
anyway,
but
Ray
that
after this
happens.
decides
Then
to go
how does
to
that fight end? I don't
with Han
remember.
Solo.
Well, I know that's what
Oh
happens
no,
after
Rey
it, but how
stabs
do they
Kylo
actually
Ren
stop?
and then
Oh yeah,
immediately heals him.
she kills Kylo Ren with his own lightsaber, and then she uses her newfound force healing power to heal him,
Like immediately.
which is, yeah, I mean, it's dumb, but it's
It's dumb,
whatever.
but it's fine. It sets
It's,
up the
yeah,
force
it's
healing
Star
power,
Wars,
and I mean, I think that the force should have always been able to heal people.
Force, yeah, I mean, force healing power, that makes perfect sense. It's whatever. I mean, the force is literally a MacGuffin that, I mean, throughout the original trilogy, they just did
Keep
whatever
adding
to it,
stuff too, yeah.
whatever fucking fit their goddamn narrative. Like, it was, and probably even more so with the prequels. I don't care or know enough about to fucking whatever. Fuck
Yeah, because
those
in the
movies.
prequels they could like fly basically,
Right, yeah. No, probably especially so with the prequels, but whatever. It's the force. It's
and
if
then
that's what you do.
Ray escapes, and then Han Solo
Ray,
comes back. Ray. Han
Han
Solo comes back,
Solo talks to Kylo
and
Ren,
then
and
Kylo Ren
it's
says,
a
"I know what I have to
it's
do,
really stupid and
but I
it's
don't know
dumb.
how
He
to
does the, I
do
know
it."
what I have to do, but I don't know how to do. And it's sweet and wholesome, but it's just
It's the
dumb.
big it's
It's
Kylo
dumb.
Ren's redemption.
It is, yeah. It's nice, and he throws his lightsaber, which is dumb, but then it has some good payoff, I guess. You
I
know,
don't
he
know.
gets his
I
mom's
am of the
lightsaber.
mindset. Kylo Ren is my favorite character in all of these movies, and I've
Absolutely,
always
there.
been of the mindset. Even I remember going into this movie, I Kylo Ren I feel like was sort of beyond redemption.
Kind of. I mean, yeah. Even after
Like
the like killing your pops, that's a
on a
tough one to be
small well,
redeemed
and
from.
then trying to kill his mom by blowing up the ship.
Right.
Not to mention the whole
He's also
multi-planet
just like
destroyer
he's space
thing.
Hitler. Yeah, there's the whole thing where he's space Hitler, which
Like
admittedly
Vader may
so
have been
was Darth
close.
Vader kind of.
Vader was close. But
he
Vader
was
I don't know. I feel like Vader
maybe
never came across as like I'm beyond redemption.
he was like Vader was like space Stalin. Kylo Ren was more like space Hitler, you know.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's, you know, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like
Yeah.
a point where I when they redeemed Kylo Ren, I was a little bit like, okay, well, I don't know.
It's, I mean, it's dumb, but it's also like it's Star Wars. Like it's, yeah. Like, I mean, what more can you say? It's
Right, I
Star
guess that's
Wars,
true. You gotta redeem the bad guy at the end of a trilogy, or make a bad guy at
right?
the end of a trilogy.
Either one. But I mean, at least with this one, they
At least with this
kind
time,
of
he's likable.
he's likable, and also they kind of
He has a
built to that
personality.
with Last Jedi. He has a personality, of course, but I mean, with Last Jedi, they were
That
like
was a
he
Darth
was
Vader
fighting
doesn't
together
have
with
a
Rey. That was
personality
a
joke
right. I
because he
got it. I got it.
doesn't.
Thanks for explaining.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
Darth Vader
Peter
has no
Griffin here
personality.
to explain the joke.
He's Peter Griffin here. Darth Vader is a bland, generic character that was made even more bland and boring by trying
Humanize
to
him.
flesh out his trying to flesh out his character and humanize him in the prequels.
Anyway,
Fuck those movies, and
so
fuck
so
you if you
Kylo
like
Ren
them.
Kylo
But
Ren's a
thanks
good
for
guy now.
watching.
Kylo Ren's a good
Kylo
guy
Ren's a
now.
good guy. Like he kind of was in Last Jedi for a little bit till he
For like
wasn't
half a
again.
second, but then the power
But
went to his
even when
head.
like he power went to his head, but he was still like
I don't know that he was
he
ever a
was
good
sort of
guy. He killed the bad guy to become
to become the more bad guy, kind of, but also he was, I don't know, he was chill,
right.
you know.
And he turned
He's
Hux into
chill.
a tiny little cube.
For a bad guy, he's chill, you know.
He's one of my he might be my favorite Star
He's
Wars bad guy.
one of the chillest Star Wars, definitely the chillest Star Wars
For
bad
sure.
guy.
He
Like
might
no
be my
contest. He's
favorite.
maybe, yeah,
I mean I do.
probably.
I love Darth Vader. Don't get me wrong.
Darth
Kylo Ren
Vader's
is
like, you know, I'm gonna
sick.
shit on Darth Vader all day, but he's cracked. He's, you know, I love me some
Right.
Vader. You know, he's a cool space samurai. He's whatever. He's dope.
But Kylo
But
Ren, man.
Kylo Ren, he's shit, bro. That lightsaber,
The lightsaber, the
especially
helmet, the
the mask in
voice.
this movie. I know what I have to do.
I know what I have to do.
I know what I have to do to
And
do
it's
that.
Adam Driver, dog. He's driving.
Yeah, I fucks with some Adam Driver. He drives.
2001. Um,
Right, he drives his ship into those towers in
into the
2001.
Space Odyssey. which what I would
Right. There
charge
was those
for.
two space odysseys in
Isn't that a David Bowie
space.
song? Anyway, David Bowie song.
Yeah.
Anyway, um,
uh,
so Rey decides after this to go to Octu. She talks to Luke, and Luke's like, "Don't give up," and he's wearing the worst wig I've ever
where
seen.
the fuck is Octu?
It's the island he was on in
Oh,
Last Jedi.
right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, she destroys her ship that she used to flow there. Whoa.
and so Force Ghost Luke pulls his ship
Force
out
Ghost
of the
Luke with
water.
shitty wig tells her not to give up and believe in Jedi and whatever, and then pulls his old shitty fucking X-wing ship out of the water,
And
and
there's
it's
no way it works. But
fucked
anyway,
up, and
she
there's
uses it to
no way it
fly
should
to,
work. But
to
she uses it
Palpatine's
to fly
planet
all the way to this fucking Sith planet
through a
through a
sun.
sun to get there. Yeah,
um,
fucked up.
but when she gets there, like his ship pings the rest of the Resistance, and they go
Mhm.
too, and everybody meets her there, and then her and Kylo Ren fight Palpatine, and it's just the most generic Marvel movie ending. The ships start exploding. Palpatine shoots
Palpatine
lightning into
shoots
the
a lightning
sky.
laser into the sky, and it explodes all the. It's
Lando's
dumb,
there,
and
and he
it's
goes, "Wahoo!"
when Lando's there, he does the thing. Poe also does a little Wahoo type thing. It's not Wahoo, but he goes Yahoo or some shit like that. Uh, and it's
and
fucking
then
whatever. It's
Kylo
Star
Ren
Wars. It's
gets
Marvel.
tossed
It's
into a
Disney.
pit.
Yeah. He
Palpatine
gets. Oh
sucks
yeah.
their
They
soul
get.
out.
He sucks their soul because there was like some special force power connection between
It was
them because of
something
their
like
Skype
their
calls.
connection fueled
I
him
don't
because they're in
fucking. I don't.
love.
Yeah, because they were in love, and through the Force, dark and light side. I don't know. Whatever.
It
Who
was like
cares?
their love balanced the Force or something.
Something, and he sucked that fucking power good. So he sucks their power,
And his
throws
eyes
Kylo
go from
Ren.
just glossed over,
Yeah, to like
to
a gloss, like just
glowing
like
Sith
or
eyes. Yeah.
yellow, glowing orange yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like
Um.
bald people eyes. Nope, blind people eyes.
Yeah.
He had
Bald
Daredevil
people
eyes,
don't
and
have eyes.
then he had glowing
Sith,
Sith
Sith
eyes.
eye glowing. See, he was a Sith. Anyways,
So he becomes
they
all of the Sith,
then
and there's a
he's
bunch of
all of
people
the Sith.
watching.
There's a bunch of Sith. Maybe it's all the Sith. Who
The
cares?
only way
Whatever.
this makes sense to
There's
me,
just
and it
fucking
might not
people
be
cheering.
true. This
Yeah,
might
go ahead
not
and
be
drop whatever.
true whatsoever. The only way this makes any semblance of sense to me, and it's based on what Poe says earlier when he's talking about the planet and all of these people who are here, is that this planet is some kind of like Sith
A Sith
purgatory, Sith
hell or
hell, heaven,
purgatory,
some
heaven,
sort
whatever,
of like
afterlife.
afterlife
Yeah.
for the Sith so that when you die, you go here. And over the last 40 years, Palpatine has been taking it over
He's broken out and become the leader
and
of
figured out how to build ships that can
whatever.
get from here through the sun to the main galaxy.
Right, and
It's
yeah,
dumb.
the star destroyers have Death Star lasers on them,
Yes, they do. Every single one of them has a Death Star laser.
and it's like yeah, whole fleet. Did
And
we ever even
and
talk?
I
There's a whole fucking
care.
fleet of Star Destroyers. Who cares?
For
Whatever.
some reason. So anyway,
Yeah, it's
Palpatine becomes
cool. It's
all of the
fine.
Sith,
Palpatine
and Rey becomes
is
all of
super
the Jedi,
powerful.
and Rey wins.
Rey's all of the Jedi. There's a kind of cool fight with Rey and Kylo where they both have stupid blue lightsabers. Oh, there was the sick thing
Oh
because they
yeah.
started in different locations. Kylo was fighting all his Knights of Ren because he turned against them, they turned against him, whatever. He turned their back to them, forcing them to turn their back to him. Um,
Yeah.
but then he doesn't have a lightsaber. He threw his lightsaber
Into the
in the
ocean, which was
fucking
so
into the ocean
stupid. Why did
planet,
he
which is
do
dumb.
that?
Why did like it's red, but red's a cool color. Red doesn't have to be evil. You make that shit your own, Take it back.
So stupid. Just keep using it, dog. I don't understand.
But whatever. I get it. It's to have him have Leia's lightsaber redemption, his mom's,
I
whatever.
never
So
crossed my mind. It makes sense. It didn't cross my mind.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but whatever.
No, because he gets
He
Anakin's
got he got. I thought
lightsaber.
no,
Ray, no,
he got
Ray uses
yes.
Leia's because she's
Really,
holding
that
she's
seems
holding Anakin's or Ray's lightsaber, and then
right. I guess maybe she
puts it behind her
was, and she
back, gives it to him,
Yeah.
and then she grabs Leia's.
She
Yeah,
passes it through the Force, which they've been establishing. They established more so in
so
this.
cool.
They can pass shit through the Force. They can fight through the Force. There was a dope fight scene we didn't talk about where they fight through the Force. It's like cutting between the different locations that
Yeah,
they're both
super
at.
sick.
It's really cool. He
None of it
uses the fight
matters,
to
but
figure
it's
out where
super
she is.
sick.
It doesn't matter. Darth Vader's helmet is involved. A little
Which
fucking
is sick,
nostalgia
but it
bait.
doesn't matter.
It's cool. It doesn't
Kylo
matter
Ren
at
knocks
all.
over
Has
a set of marbles.
It's sick. It's cool. It's awesome. But yeah, so she passes the lightsaber to him. He fights the Knights of Ren. Then I guess he teleports with the Force to
Yeah,
her, and they
which is
fight
also awesome.
Palpatine. And it's cool. Why not? He sucks them, throws him in a pit. She takes both the lightsabers, fights him, deflects his lightning, bounces it back to him, just fucking shreds him. He
Melts
just
him.
turns to fucking just
And then
skin
all
and
of the
bones
other
and
Sith
dust, and
also
he's
turn
gone.
to
And then
dust,
they
and then the good
well,
guys
then yeah,
win, and that's the end of the
then the
movie.
lightning just shoots everywhere and explodes basically everything. And Kylo Ren's fine and alive. He crawls out.
Rey is
Oh,
dead.
but oh no! But Rey
Right.
is she used all her power? She's dead. She's Juliet. She's dying. Oh, and then he uses the Force heal to heal her like she used to him, and then it, oh no! But it uses all his power because he has to bring her back from the dead
And
because she's
then
dead,
he's
and then
dead,
he
and then she does
dies.
it to him, and then he does
Oh,
it back to her.
but first they
They
kiss
do kiss.
before he dies, and then that doesn't actually. None of the things Dalton's saying happens. It's just the one time he dies. They kiss when he's alive for a little bit, and then he's dead. It's over. He's dead. The movie's over, and that's it. It's the celebration scene.
Ba-da-dum, num, num,
Chewbacca
num,
finally
num,
gets his
num,
medal, and we're
dum, 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 dum,
fucking
dum,
done.
dum, dum, dum,
That's the
dum,
movie with
dum, dum,
4 minutes
dum,
to spare.
dum. This movie is dumb, dumb, dum, 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 dum.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
So
We talked about this while we were
let's
watching. Go check out the commentary track. Subscribe to our Patreon.
yeah,
The
$1 a
problem with
month.
this
That's all it
movie,
is.
there's a lot of great
$1.
stuff. There's a lot of
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good,
yeah. And we didn't really
super
talk about
fun
it when
stuff.
actually
No,
in this
because what we
discussion
had to break down was the
because
plot, and the plot is awful.
plot sucks, but all the individual aspects are so like it's such a fun, like classic
This is
Star Wars, just like
probably the best Finn has been on screen,
characters
period.
on an advent. Oh
It's
yeah,
the best Poe has
I mean
been
it's
on screen,
honestly
period.
the best
The
most of
best
the
Rey has been
characters
on
are.
screen, period.
I mean, other
I
than
mean,
Leia, for
and
obvious
not
reasons.
Kylo. Kylo Ren is best shown in Last Jedi, I think.
Maybe,
He's fine
yeah,
in this, but him in Last Jedi, dude, like when
yeah,
he's squeezing Hux into a cube, anyway, and when he's saying
sure,
more,
sure, more,
more.
yeah.
Anyway,
But he's at least as good, if not better, than he was in Force
for sure.
Awakens, and he was great
And
in that.
the little scenes are so much fun. The scene on the desert planet
And the
is
little
super
guy, the
fun.
little fucking Babu Frick, he goes,
Babu
"My name
Frick
is
is
Babu
great,
Frick.
and that whole
My
planet.
name
We didn't
Babu
even
Frick."
break down what happens on that planet, but it's not important. It's super
I don't
fun.
remember what
Where
happens
the
on that
rebel base
planet.
is at, that's where Poe's girlfriend is.
Oh yeah, it's the fun little
Um,
Boba Fett girlfriend,
yeah,
and they
the
break
the
in, and they're all wearing dope hoods. That's sick. It's a fun
the
little
rebel
sneaking
planet
in
is super
shit.
fun. The
Mm-hmm.
Palpatine's planet sucks, but the water planet, even outside of that one long
Water
lightsaber,
Planet is
it's super
dope.
fun.
They didn't do anything with it. Like they could have been doing some like fucking like
Maybe they were on
force shit
boats.
on boats, or like the ship they're on is collapsing. They have to like jump back and forth to something, you
The
know. But it's
problem
whatever.
is that
It was a
all of these
cool
super
idea.
good fun
I guess
things
there was
go
a bit of a cool chase scene on the water planet that was
right.
kind of fun.
All of these
Either way, it
super
was a bunch
fun,
of
cool
cool
things
ideas, and then
go
it's
to
just
serve the plot of somehow Palpatine has
somehow
returned.
Palpatine has returned, and also Rey is his granddaughter.
Right.
Why
We didn't talk about
did
the
we ever
final
even mention
scene.
that?
Yes, we mentioned
Yeah,
that. We didn't talk about the final scene. She goes back to Tatooine and they do like a big closing thing, and then she says her name is Rey
yeah,
Skywalker, and it's dumb.
and it's fine, but it's cute and wholesome. She sees the Force ghosts of the Skywalker, and it's cool. It's whatever. It's good. It's
It's just
fine.
too on the nose, I think.
It's very on the nose, but that's I don't know. That's kind of always what Star Wars has been,
Kinda.
and I get
It's
like
not
this is
that
like
on
don't
the
get me wrong.
nose.
This is especially blatant. Like it's you know,
It's also
but
I've seen
it's
some other people point this out,
fine.
and I've never really thought about it this way. It's a
Mhm.
little it kind of sucks a little bit for like the Skywalker heir, quote unquote, to be the granddaughter of the guy who was responsible for the death of all of the Skywalkers.
For basically all the bad stuff in Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah, I get that, but
But
also
it's also like a redemption
it's
thing, so that's fine.
it's a redemption thing. It's kind of a similar idea to the like I think we talked about
Rey
this
is
maybe in the
supposed to
discussion or the
be.
commentary. Rey is like Luke to what Luke is to Vader, Rey is to Palpatine type thing.
I was gonna say she's reverse Anakin.
Kind of also that.
That was gonna be because it also says
Maybe.
the implication is
How
that
though?
Palpatine didn't
The
get
implication?
freaky. It was more like he impregnated
Hmm.
someone through the Force. Was kind of they implied that in
Right,
the
right. I mean,
explanation.
no way Palpatine was fucking for sure. I mean, I
Although
couldn't tell you
maybe,
that
I mean,
much.
he was the Emperor.
I guess.
You can't say no to the Emperor.
Look, I could see someone giving Palpatine some dome, a little top. I don't.
Here's the
No one
thing,
was
though.
fuck.
When he was at his peak of power, which is when that would have happened, it's not like you can say no, even if you don't
I
want to
mean,
do it.
sure. I'm just saying. I don't think it was happening.
It's
Like
like
I
Genghis
just
Khan. You
like
think
there's
Genghis
kind of
Khan was a good-looking
sure. Well,
man? Half of the
Of course,
planet is a
Genghis Khan was
descendant of
fucking. But I
him.
just think it's different with the Emperor. There's just
You think it's too wrinkly?
there's a kind of no.
You
There's
think
just an
it's too
aura he
wrinkly?
gives. It's definitely too wrinkly, but that's not the reason. There's just an aura he gives that's just doesn't fuck. It's like Joshua Clemens.
So
It's
you
like
think
I
he's gay?
just talk. That's not what I'm saying.
So you think he's
Not everyone who
asexual?
doesn't fuck. No, maybe not by choice. Maybe just like an incel.
You think
Like,
yeah, but if an incel was at that level of power, they could just call a woman into their throne room
but it
and
would
make
just be. It's
them.
like a. I think it would just be like he wouldn't even know what to do. Like he'd think he's fucking them, but he's just like his dick's just like in between their thighs or something. I don't want to talk about this. Why are we talking about this
Because
movie?
they made me. This movie made us talk
No,
about it.
they didn't. No one's making you talk about this. No
When
one's making
you
us do this.
give
We don't have to.
Palpatine a
Dalton,
granddaughter, you
Dalton, we don't have
imply
to
he's
do
getting
this.
some.
No one's making us do this. We don't have to do this. We can stop.
This movie's
Dalton, you're
dumb.
free. We don't have to do this podcast
Did
anymore.
I say this in the podcast or
This movie's so goddamn
just
dumb.
in the commentary track? This
Hmm.
movie reflects the way I feel about this trilogy as a whole. In that
Okay.
this trilogy has really great
Yeah. No.
moments.
There's.
I really love The Force Awakens. I really love The Last Jedi.
It's
But the
a
plot of
lot of
this
good
trilogy is
moments,
dumb.
but the general idea, yeah,
The Empire's
it's just
back. The good guys never won. Whatever. This
it's
movie
Star
is
Wars
that.
again.
This movie is
Yeah.
that, and it's a really dumb plot.
It's yeah, it's kind of the embodiment of this
I
trilogy.
will say though, if you haven't seen it since it came out in theaters and you just
And
like
I mean,
really hate
let's
it,
get real. Let's get real. If we want to get real, this movie's kind of an embodiment of Star Wars.
for sure.
Because while Star Wars is like I love the original trilogy and all those movies for different reasons on different levels, but all those original trilogy movies, but as good as they are, they're all really
Dumb.
cool stuff in yeah, a stupid idea that's just a knockoff of
Something else.
multiple other
And
things
this just happens to be a
of better
knockoff of the
things.
thing that what knocked
And
off something
this
else.
is a
This is a
knockoff
knockoff of
of
Star
those
Wars.
knockoffs. Right. This is the best Star Wars knockoff.
Or the worst.
Comment down below.
This
Would you recommend this movie to your sister?
probably.
Okay, I
And once
wouldn't. I
again,
don't
I
think
think
my
it's one of those
sister would
things
like Star
where
Wars.
I think it's one of those things where if you haven't seen it in a very long time and you
Hmm.
remember just absolutely hating it, you're probably going to
If you
like it more
only
than you
watched
did.
this, if you only watched this in theaters, give it a shot. Maybe throw on our commentary on Patreon to watch
It's
it
true.
as
Pay a
well.
dollar and cancel
That's
it.
maybe it's $1.
It's a
Yeah, like you
dollar.
just
You
listen
already
to the
got
one.
Disney Plus. You don't
Pay
have
a
to pay for the
dollar
movie.
for a month. You'll get fucking
4
get
commentary
all the
tracks.
ones we've uploaded. 4 of them, maybe more if you subscribe
Well, you'll
in a
get
month or
4
so.
in
Then
a
you'll get
month.
like 8 or 12.
You
Right,
get 4
but I'm
new
saying like
ones.
if they subscribe in like 2 or 3 months, then they'll get
Oh,
like
right. Well, this
fucking 12, 8,
video is
12.
not even going to be up for a
It'll come
while.
out in a it'll come out in a week.
Well, I meant a while yeah. So by the
This will be in a
time that
week.
you're seeing this on YouTube, there will be 3 commentary tracks up on our Patreon.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the
Go check
point.
it out. Link in description. It is the point. It's always been the point.
Link is the point.
What?
We hinted, we teased earlier. We were gonna ask the question at the end of
Sorry,
this.
what did you say?
I said Link is the point.
All right, from Zelda, yeah.
Right. We were gonna ask the question: is this the worst Star Wars movie? And the answer is unequivocally no, because Attack of the
No,
Clones is the
obviously
worst movie
not.
I've ever seen in my life.
Easily,
There's
it
no
sucks.
movie that is worse than Attack of the Clones, Star Wars or not, regardless.
I don't think that's true. It's definitely the worst Star Wars movie, though. One of the worst movies of all time, probably like top 10.
I think Rich
but I
Evans
haven't
said
seen enough.
Rich Evans said it perfectly. He said, dollar for dollar, Attack of the Clones is the worst movie ever made.
Probably that. So
Because like we've seen some like Young Gary
we've seen
might
some
be worth.
shitty
No,
ones,
Young Gary's
but
better than Attack of the Clones.
easily, yeah.
We've seen some garbage, but it didn't cost nearly as much to make.
But dollar for
as-
dollar,
right.
yeah. I get that. I feel that.
I would
Either
recommend
way, though.
this to someone who hasn't seen it in a long time. I don't know when the next time I'll watch it is, though. Last Jedi, I go back to that movie
I
like
don't know that I ever
once a
will.
year. I'll watch it at some
I
point when I'm
don't.
trying to like do
I
a sweep.
I could see myself, in like in the next
3 or 4 years.
two. I was gonna go 2 to 5 years,
Yeah, so 3 or
somewhere
4.
in that range. Yeah, 3 or 4.
We're in the same range.
Hard. Yeah. It's like archery and guns. It's like just a various ranges. You can throw knives and hatchets and shit. It's just a range. I can see myself watching this as within the same couple weeks that I could watch
I feel
all
like
the
I'd
Star
almost
Wars
have to
movies
watch it
ever.
with
Like I could
someone else.
see, I don't know about that, but I feel like I would have to watch it only if I'm watching like all the Star Wars movies, bar maybe the prequels, because I don't
You
know.
watch one
Like
of those
maybe I just
prequel
want
fan edits that's all 3 of them edited
right
together. That's what
something
I do
like
when I do a
that.
big Star Wars
Yeah.
binge.
I'd look up just like the fight scenes of the prequels or something like that.
Right.
But
And then the last question we normally do is, does this movie hold up? And I think this movie does the opposite, where,
kind of
yeah, it does hold up. And in fact, it's
a
gotten
little
better.
bit.
Maybe I've just seen,
I
maybe
don't
I've seen
know.
more
I
of
don't know
this
that it's
MCU
gotten better. I
style
think I've
garbage since then.
Yeah, I
This one's
think
pretty
that's what
good
it is.
for
I
that.
think this was, for being an MCU schlock garbage movie, which admittedly this movie was at the beginning of the
Of Star
MCU
Wars
becoming
becoming
schlock
that.
garbage, and also Star Wars becoming that, and also every movie becoming that.
Right. This
This was at
movie's
the
better
beginning.
than, say, Book of Boba Fett.
This is better than Book of Boba Fett. This is better than fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quant Ant Mania.
Quantumania.
It's like, yeah,
It's better than Love and Thunder.
right.
Although I kind of like
Yeah,
Love and Thunder.
I liked Love and Thunder, but mostly only because of Christian Bale. He was
I
pretty
like
cool.
Christian
Although I
Bale and I
also
like Chris
I like
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, he's
And
cool.
I
He's
like
just, I
Taika
mean, I
Waititi.
always like his stuff.
He just does good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
not
Love
the
and Thunder
point.
was
Not the
fine.
point.
It's not. It kind of is though, a little
This
bit.
movie's fine.
This movie,
Send it to your uncle.
it's okay. It's
Sit down with
okay.
your uncle and watch it. This is the
Drop
quintessential
drop
okay
a
movie.
like. Yeah, if you're ever just like chilling at a buddy's house,
And you want to watch
uh
something you don't actually have to watch.
right, you want to you're catching up, you're just shooting the shit, but it's like the conversation's getting a little slow, you need some kind of
Background,
background
yes.
noise to commentate on and bounce off of, and help enrich the
And heal
conversation.
from.
Pop this movie on, but also pull up on like a separate laptop or computer our
Subway
commentary track
Surfers
on
gameplay.
Patreon, and a little pull up like a 10-hour loop of Subway Surfers and Family Guy clips 10-hour compilation on YouTube.com.
Which we're talking about adding to the
YouTube.com.
podcast, just by the way.
We're thinking about it,
Like right in
yeah.
the middle or something.
I'm thinking about I feel like, a good idea. I'm thinking about getting another monitor because my TV broke. Another like monitor just has like background So you could put Family Guy clips on your TV.
You put
I
Subway
put
Surfers
Subway
on yours.
Surfers on
Or
mine.
when you cut
That's a
or
good
when you
idea.
post the clips on Instagram, you could post them
Oh,
with
the
Subway
reels.
Surfers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Throw some. Yeah, we put a Family Guy clip.
I think
Just
Family Guy only
overlay.
works Family Guy works above Subway Surfers. It doesn't work above a pod. You
Right.
need yeah.
This works as a
We
replacement to
are
Family
Family
Guy.
Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're as
We gotta
funny
go.
as Family Guy.
Daniel, do you want to let the folks know what we're watching next week?
I don't know what we're watching. Oh, we're smoking spice and getting them
Them
Fremenized.
spice will flow,
We're
boy.
getting that spice will flow. We're gonna be up late at night riding they worms. Who
Have
up
you
late at
seen
night
David
riding they
Lynch,
worm?
Dune?
I have not.
Okay, you're in for
No.
a treat. I think you're gonna like
I
it.
can't wait.
I
I
like it.
might.
I like it. A
I
lot of
might
people
like
don't.
it. I
I
don't.
do.
The thing is,
It
I don't really like David
it
Lynch.
doesn't feel. It feels a
You like
little
David
David Lynchy.
Lynch,
It's just
right?
hints of David Lynch.
The thing, I think I'll like a little David Lynch. I don't like a lot of
A
David
lot of David
Lynch.
Lynch.
You
I
know,
don't like a lot of David Lynch because that's when you get that weird
right?
Netflix movie where it's just a monkey talking to a man where they dubbed over his mouth.
Sure,
Anyway,
sure,
we gotta go. It's
sure.
been an hour and 10 minutes.
Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for
If
clunking.
you're still watching at this point, comment down below glaze, but comment it with a bunch of A's and maybe an E so it like looks like a British accent. Also type something with your tongue or your nose, or we've been skirting around it. Your penis. Use your penis. We know no women are watching this. Use your cock. Use your cock to type something on your phone. Maybe type out, I typed this with my cock. Um, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Whatever you're listening on, give us a review, a like, a subscribe, a comment, share it with your estranged fucking family member, anyone in your family that's like the black sheep that you don't talk to, that's like they're just like real fucked up, like maybe they've been to prison, like a lot of times, like they've been like in and out of juvie since they were a kid. Like send it to them, man. Like they'd get a fucking kick out of this. Send it to, if you have like anyone that lives in a trailer park. Maybe you live in a trailer park. No shame in that. Just fucking uh, get this, burn this onto a CD or a cassette, and sell it in your fucking trailer park. Make bootlegs of our podcast and profit off of it. We won't sue you. We'll appreciate your business, but tell them to to what? Fuck off. Whatever. This sucks. Thanks for watching.